Joining us today is Stefano Lai to talk all things backroads touring in Italy. Welcome, Stefano.
Well, the first big difference is the small group thing, first of all, which is very nice way of traveling, I think. So that's the number one difference. Then small groups means also small buses, which allow us to go on back roads most of the time. So we not only go to big cities, but we tend also to go and explore small villages. So off the beaten track, places that normally other tour companies don't go, places that big buses cannot reach simply because the roads won't allow that. But with our bus, we can go pretty much anywhere. Our Lake District in northern Italy, so the bottom of the Alps, is a beautiful part of the country. So again, I'm born in a city surrounded by water, so I love water. But at the same time, I love mountains. I do a lot of hiking in the mountains. So, and our Lake District offer both things. We have the water and we have the Alps. So it's probably the best corner of my country from my point of view. Probably the reason why I really like this tour is because it's the most complete tour that we have in Italy, and it varies a lot, as you said. Yeah. Maybe the first part of the tour, when we go through central Italy, it's the countryside, rolling hills of Tuscany, the vineyards, the olive grove, yeah, and the medieval villages on top of the hills. And in the second part of that tour, basically every day the scenery changes. So we then go to the Mediterranean Sea, so we have 24 hours on the Italian Riviera. Then we reach northern Italy, we go through another beautiful wine region called the Langhe. Then we get the lakes, and then we drive up in the Alps, and then Verona, beautiful city, and ending in Venice. So yeah. It's perfect. Yeah, it's actually, I think we got that itinerary spot on. Now, most companies, they do that in 5 days. We do in 12. So I once calculated that in 12 days we drive 1,700 kilometers, which is an average of 150 kilometers a day.
Yeah.
So
maybe 2 hours a day.
Yeah, on an average. Of course, we have days we drive less than that. We got days that we drive a bit longer, but on an average, 150 kilometers a day, I think it's good. Plus, we always do plenty of stops. We don't like to drive more than an hour and a half normally. And then we're going to stop either for a coffee or for pictures or even toilet stop, stretch your legs. You meet your clients on day one and you say goodbye to friends on the last day. And when you see that after 12 days, for example, the group is still happy to be together, and they're exchanging their contacts, to stay in touch in the future, and they even cry. It's normal. I had a lot of people crying, and when it was time to say goodbye, that's a good feeling. That means you've done a good job. And for me to get on the train, after it's all done, get on the train and start heading home, it just makes me proud, when it finishes like that, which is very common. Our tours and the pace of our tours allow us to have a bit of flexibility. Well, so I think each tour leader, you know, puts his own little personal touch. Okay, so I don't know. I might add some extra stops. You know, I'll just go up and see some small villages, you know, and even for a coffee or an ice cream, perhaps. So places that are not mentioned on the itinerary. When we get to bigger cities, especially when we overnight there, I like to do nice orientation walks. So then they have the confidence to go and explore on their own. When we have like afternoon at leisures, some people maybe don't like to just lay down by a pool. So I always offer walking up in the Tuscan countryside and going boar hunting. Yeah.
Really? You go?
Well, no, not boar hunting, but no. But we see them, of course,
See them.
They hunt for us.
Stefano, thanks so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, your expertise, and importantly, your passion for Italy and backroads touring.